When we avoid dealing with conflict in relationships, this can lead to more stress, which increases our emotional vulnerability. The longer we leave important relationships in a sour state, or the longer we avoid them, the harder they become to repair. Resentment builds, and eventually the relationship that meant so much can blow up and end right there, like what happened for Sienna. Knowing our limits, which differ for everybody, asserting these and setting appropriate boundaries is essential to our well-being. Note that most successful people don't have less problems or conflict or obstacles. They get up after falling down much more often than unsuccessful people do. The falling down, making mistakes, having disagreements, stuffing up part is normal. Even as kids, we fall down so much before we learn to walk. It's natural. But it is what we tell ourselves about falling that separates people in terms of levels of success. We can't start to do that without first getting to know what pulls us back from being assertive in the first place. Most people have worries about standing up for themselves, saying how they feel, saying no, and asserting themselves. And even the most skilled people who are super assertive won't always get what they want, be liked by everyone, or behave in perfect ways. And that's okay. Now, I mentioned before that varying sets of beliefs are what holds us back from being assertive in certain situations. You might find some situations where you can assert yourself easily, and other situations you tend to just crumble and withdraw, and that's okay. It just means there's some beliefs that are really hooking you and pulling you back in these particular situations. We're now going to identify these beliefs very gently and very compassionately, and then look at the opposing legitimate rights, as in your legitimate rights as a human being. We will identify mistaken traditional assumptions that a lot of us have, which trickled down over the generations, but don't apply anymore. For most people, a lot of these will really resonate. Remember, these are not bad or good. It's not a test out of 19. If you get 19 out of 19, it's okay. The point of the next exercise is just to become aware of what's going on for you so that you can gently shift that with mindfulness to something more helpful in the moment.